It's time for the X and Y Show with your host, Mr. Roosevelt. He talks about man topics, lady topics, and relationships. He talks about love, sex, and infidelities. He even gives good tips. There is no other show that compares to the X and Y Show.
Oh yeah. Sit back, take your clothes off, and relax. It's time for the X and Y Show, where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. The only place on the planet that tackles the topics that everyone wants to talk about, but no one is brave enough to address. Nothing escapes X and Y, baby. Now, here's your host, Roosevelt Colbert.
And greetings, and greetings. Welcome to another segment of the X and Y Show, and I'm your host, Roosevelt. And it is another Friday, and these Fridays are passing right along. Man, before you know it, it's going to be 4th of July, and the next thing you're going to know, it's going to be jack-o'-lanterns. The next thing you know, it's going to be pilgrims. Next thing you know, it's going to be Christmas trees. I mean, this year, I never seen a year go by so fast. June is gone. June is gone. A week left and June is gone. Can you believe it? Wow. Whew. Anyway, welcome to another week. Hope you had a good week. I hope you are laying naked right now with your loved one, drinking some red wine or gin or rum, whatever you drink, beer, just as long as you're drinking. You're listening to my voice, and after my voice, listening to my voice, you're going to do some things, if you know what I mean. If you're married, you see, and I said, if you're married, because tonight's show, I'm dealing with something that I really would like to talk about. And that's because I think that, as far as the world is concerned, and I mean the world, I'm talking about everywhere, not just the United States, I'm talking about everywhere. When it comes to sex, I think everyone is being very irresponsible. And I just want to talk about it. This is going to be a very short show because, I can talk to them blue in the face about it, but I don't think that it's going to change too much. But, I'm going to do my little piece towards it. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Tonight's episode, the only true way of avoiding STDs is, Can you guess it? Can anyone guess it? The only true way of avoiding STDs is, nobody guessed it. Nobody guessed it? Nobody know? Well, the only true way is abstinence. That is the only true way. I know some of you stupid motherfuckers out there said, well, if you use a condom. No, that's not the true way of, avoiding STDs. There's a lot of shit you can get with using a condom. I think, condoms are the most overrated. And I have a show out there. For those of you who have been following the XY show, I have a show specifically about condoms. And, don't get me wrong, condoms are good. It's better than nothing. But, I think that condoms are so overrated when it comes to sexual activity. A lot of people think if you use a condom, that's like putting Superman cape on or some shit. And like, I'm protected from everything. And that's just not the case. Especially you people out there that do other shit like lick ass and eat pussy and suck dick and swallow and all that kind of shit. So, when you do all of that kind of shit, you might as well not wear a condom. So, there's plenty. It's about using just a condom is just not enough. So I think the most 100% way of preventing you getting an STD is abstinence. No sex. No sex. Now, I remember when I was younger, a long time ago, I was in the Navy at the time, and I remember we were all in the berthing. For those of you in the Navy, you know what the berthing is. Basically, it's the space where the enlisted men stay. So there was a lot of us around. We was all off. We was watching TV, and all of a sudden, there's a special report come on, like a special news report or something. And it was Magic Johnson, and he was retiring from the NBA, and he was retiring because he had realized that he had the HIV virus. And let me tell you something. Everybody on my ship, really everybody everywhere, that kind of freaked out. It's like, damn, Magic and HIV. And, at that time, HIV was, pretty much a death warrant. If you caught HIV, you was pretty much out of here. So at that time, a lot still wasn't known about the disease. There was a lot of misconceptions going around, a lot of bullshit going around about it. You can catch it this way, catch it that way, and there's a lot of bullshit. A lot of people was ignorant and didn't know anything about the disease, and a lot of bullshit was flying around about it. So at that time, during that time, I'm talking, 25 years ago, HIV, to even mention HIV was, like, what the fuck did you say that for? It was serious. And it still is serious. And, but I want to, just, when he mentioned that, when he came out with being HIV positive, it was so serious. It was like, damn, everybody was like, oh, we got to be more responsible. And we got to do this, we got to do that. And everybody wear a condom and be responsible, get tested and blah, blah, blah. And I noticed that over the years, over time, people got more and more and more relaxed. More relaxed. With their sexual activity, including myself. And I'm not throwing rocks at you, including myself. People have gotten, they've made some advancements in HIV, with all these cocktails and shit, and people live longer, pretty much live with the disease, so it's not respected as it once was. But don't get it twisted. HIV is still serious. Still people dying from AIDS. It's still a serious disease. There's still no cure. Actually, I think it is a cure. I think it is a cure of a lot of diseases. It's just that, they don't release them because they make too much money off of making people buy drugs for them. I mean, imagine if the coal companies actually cured the common cold, how many, companies would actually go out of business from selling us cold medicine every year. But that's another show. That's another show. I'm not going to get into conspiracy and all of that. But anyway, supposedly there's no cure for AIDS and, other diseases as well. I'm not just AIDS, there's herpes out there, there's syphilis, there's gonorrhea, chlamydia. I mean, there's all kind of shit out there that you can catch from sexual activity. Discharge, warts, bacteria, all kind of shit that you can catch from sexual activities. And I think that a lot of it can be prevented Now, granted, I'm not talking about married people. Married people, you can fuck anytime you want. Okay, you can fuck any day, night, noon. I'm not talking to you. If you're married, you can fuck. I'm talking to people that are in relationships right now who are not married. Um, I think that sexual activity is it's very irresponsible. It's very irresponsible today. Everybody's fucking everybody, you know. And a lot of people think if you wear a condom or just because you get an HIV test done every 3 months, you're safe. You're not safe. You're not safe. You get HIV, somebody show you HIV test that they did 2 months ago. Okay, it was negative, but what have they been doing those 2 months? You don't know. You don't know. So it's not safe. It's not 100% safe. So the only way that you can be absolutely safe is abstinence, not celibacy. Abstinence. Abstinence. No sex. No sex until you get married. And again, I'm including myself in this. And I've taken a vow of abstinence myself. Now, granted, if certain people, certain women was to come in my life and seduce me, I probably would fuck them because I'm weak. And I'm man enough to admit that. But at least that I am trying. I'm trying. Nobody's perfect. I'm trying to be abstinent. I'm trying to live a good life. I'm trying to be a good, better Christian. I'm trying, but I'm not perfect. But, it's hard. It is. It's hard. I know it's hard. I know you guys out there saying, man, you crazy. I ain't giving no pussy. I got a lot of white friends. And man, are you fucking out of your mind? Dude, I'm not getting into my pussy. White girls I know, oh my God, are you kidding me? I'm gonna get laid. Everybody want to fuck. It's hard to give up. It's hard to give up, especially when you get some good dick. You find some good dick. It's hard to find. Or you find some good pussy. It's hard. I know it is. I know it is. And like I said, if a certain woman comes in my life, it's hard for me. From every point of my life, it's hard. Teachers I had in elementary school, teachers I had in junior high, teachers I had in high school. Girls I know to this day. There's a lot of them that I would love to bend over. And if I get the opportunity, I will bend them over. But like I said, I'm trying to be the good shepherd. I'm trying. And so far, I'm successful. I am. I'm trying to be pure. I'm trying to be sexually responsible. But at least I'm making an attempt. A lot of you saying, "Oh, you ain't doing nothing. You talking about you bend them over if you had the opportunity." Well, at least I'm honest. Shit. And I'm trying. At least I'm making an attempt to be sexually responsible. Some of you motherfuckers out there not even making an attempt. You think you're okay because you're using a condom or you using saran wrap on your pussy when he eats it and all kind of shit. Look, when all these juices start flowing around, you let them nut all in your face and, you letting her come all in your mustache and your goatee and you licking her ass and she licking your ass and sucking your dick and swallowing and all of these secretions going back and forth. What will a condom protect you from getting? A condom will not protect you. An HIV exam or test that she or he had 2 months ago, or even a week ago, It's not going to make him or her safe. You don't know what they did in that week. You don't know how many dicks she sucked or how many dicks she had in her. You don't know how many women he's fucked or how many pussies he's eaten. You don't know how many he's done or she's done in that week. So fuck an HIV test. It means shit. It does not mean anything. Now don't get me wrong. It's good that you get a test. You want to get a test to make sure you don't have anything. Cool. I can dig it. But don't get a test and then go out and fuck everybody in the town. Oh, I got a test. I'm clean. Ooh, I can fuck now. No. When you get a test, you find out you're clean. Then you be sexually responsible. You stay abstinent. You stay not having sex. That's the only way that you're going to be 100% sure that you're not going to get an STD. And you're not going to pass an STD if you have one that you don't know about. Could you imagine if everyone in the world was sexually responsible? Could you imagine that? How many diseases or STDs could be almost eradicated? When people stop fucking everybody. Just stop and imagine that. It's hard to imagine, isn't it? It's hard to imagine because realistically, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. There's people out there fucking everybody and anybody that they can get their hands on. Everybody's sexually irresponsible. And it's scary out there. It really is. Especially if you're single. It's very scary out there. And it's like every time you fuck, it's like a crapshoot. And you just might crap out. So you have to be careful. And the only way that you can, like you say, if you don't want to gamble and you don't lose all your money, the only way that you can prevent that, don't take your ass in the damn casino. So the only way you can truly prevent you getting an STD, you have to be abstinent. You have to stay pure. You cannot have sex before you get married. Trust me, I know it's hard. It's very difficult. I go through it every day. But if you want to be 100% pure, you want to be pure to yourself, not just for religious reasons, but just pure to yourself, be safe, then that's the only way to do it. Abstinence. Not celibacy. Not celibacy. Celibacy is a joke to me. A lot of women always have told me in the past, I'm currently celibate. When they tell me that, I used to want to just slap the shit out of them because it just aggravated me when they told me that shit. I just want to be celibate. I've been celibate for 6 months, and I'm just trying out new things, and I want to make myself more pure, and I'm just trying to find myself, and all this bullshit. Celibacy is bullshit. All celibacy is all it means is they haven't found quite the person that they want to fuck. That's all it means. That's all it means. It means that a person hasn't come along that they quite want to give some pussy to. When a woman tells you she's celibate, that's all it means. A guy not going to tell you that shit. I mean, it might happen every once in a while, a guy saying he's celibate, but, that shit is like a unicorn. You would never you ain't going to hardly find a guy saying he's celibate. You probably have a better chance finding a unicorn. Shit. Now, you will have a guy saying he's abstinent, because of religious reasons, or he's just like me religious reasons. I'm doing it for religious reasons. And I want to be pure. I want to be safe. There's a lot of shit going out there today. And to be honest with you, I'm terrified. There's all kind of shit going on out there in today's world. Everybody's fucking each other. Everybody's sucking each other's dick. Everybody's eating pussy. There's all kind of shit going on. And I don't know what she's done. when she's not around me. I don't know what she's doing when she's not around me. So the only way that I'm going to be 100% safe is I can't have sex with that woman. Now we can go out, we can have fun, we can dig each other in other ways, but we just can't have sex. It's too risky. It's too dangerous. Now a lot of you saying, well, what if you have HIV test? Both of you go together. Okay, that's fine. We go take the test together Monday. But like I said, shit, next Monday, I don't know what she's done all week. She could have got us some dick Wednesday. I don't know. So just because we got a test, that don't mean shit. And the point that I'm trying to make is people always saying that, they're responsible because they used condoms and they had, HIV tests together and we showed our test together. We're both a negative, so now we're fucking and we're fucking raw because we trust each other and we've been together for 3 months and I know him, and we've been together for 3 months. I know her, we just know each other and we're both negative, so we're fucking raw, and that's what it is. We enjoy one another. And that's bullshit. That's how all of these diseases are spreading rampant. HIV, syphilis, herpes, gonorrhea, all these chlamydia, discharges, crabs, all these shit is passing around because of sexual activity that is irresponsible. Irresponsible sexual activity. Because of stupid motherfuckers thinking just because they wear a condom or because they had an HIV test and they both come back negative that, oh yeah, they can fuck raw. Yeah, nut all in me. I'm on the pill. You can nut in me. Oh, you on the pill? Oh, okay, I can go raw. We both negative. Stupid motherfuckers. You don't know who she's fucking. You don't. And I'm not saying that every woman cheat, but a lot of them do. I'm not saying every man cheat, but a lot of them do. So you don't know who they are fucking. Yeah, you negative, she's negative, but maybe the person who they fuck beside you, maybe they're not negative. Then what? Then they come back to you, and guess what? Yeah. So I want everyone to think about when they decide to have sex with someone, don't. And I know it's easier said than done. Shit, I know. Trust me. For those of you who know me personally, for me to say something like this, that's like Stevie Wonder saying he don't want to play piano no more. So shit. Huh? I mean, that's like, man, that's like Eddie Murphy saying he don't want to tell a joke no more or some shit. For those of you who know me, saying that you shouldn't have sex before you're married and should stay abstinent, that's big. But that's how much I believe in it. I think that the world is totally irresponsible when it comes to sex. Everybody's fucking everybody and anybody everywhere. With all these diseases floating around, nobody respects STDs anymore. Everybody's like, oh, if I get HIV, well, they have cocktails now you can take. I can live now with it. That's how motherfuckers think. Nowadays. They don't give a fuck. If they catch it, they can catch, they can do a cocktail and they can live with it. That's what stupid motherfuckers are walking around in today's society. That's what I'm trying to get you to realize with this episode. That's why you should stay 100% abstinent if you're married. Excuse me, if you're not married. If you're married, you can fuck. But if you're not married, you should not be having sex. Because you don't know. The only way that you can protect yourself is abstinence. Now, I know some of you have heard. Let me give you just a couple examples of just one example. I'll give you a couple of people being irresponsible when it comes to sex. There are these sex parties. Now, I used to live in Atlanta, and I've heard about these sex parties where there's like sex orgies. And a lot of people think this is bullshit, but this shit really is true. It really goes on. Where there's like a group, 10 people or 12 people or 8 people total. It's like an orgy. It's a group. It can be a big group or a small group, but it's at least 8 people total. Among those 8 people, there is one person at the party that is HIV positive. Now, no one knows who the person is. From all the people that's at the party or orgy, sex party, whatever you want to call it shit, there's one person at the event that is HIV positive. At least one person. So what do you have? You have these 8 people or 10 people or 12 people. How many people is at the event fucking each other, doing all kind of things, having oral sex, getting oral sex performed on them. You know what I'm talking about, the whole 9 yards. And one of those people could be HIV positive that is doing those things to them. And they're not using condoms. So you tell me if that's not the dumbest shit you ever heard of in your life. It's like you playing with your life. It's like HIV roulette and shit. You playing with your life. And then you leave that party, whoever is at the party, and if someone gets affected and they go out, have sex with someone else, they get infected. Have sex with somebody else, they get infected. It's a domino effect. It's a domino effect. That's what I'm trying to get you to realize. There's a lot of stupid people out there in society that does a lot of dumb shit. So you don't know who the person is that you're with. Really, you don't. Unless if you know that person, you're about to get married, then you know that person. Until you get married, then you fuck. Until that time, you don't fuck. You don't give her no pussy. You don't give her any dick. Because you don't know what they've done. You don't know what they're doing. Protect yourself. Stay 100% safe. Abstinence. That's the only way you can do it. Not a condom. Not because you're taking a test, HIV test, every 2 months or 3 months, every month. No. The only way that's going to truly protect you is abstinence. Shit, if you have an HIV test, all that's going to do is tell you if you're negative or positive or not. It's not going to protect you. Now, again, I'm not grabbing against getting tested. For you stupid motherfuckers out there, you don't want nobody to get tested. No, I'm not saying that. Get tested. Get tested for HIV. Be responsible. However, what I am saying, don't get tested today and then, I'm negative and go out tomorrow and fucking have the city. That's irresponsible. Oh, no, it's all right. I'm going to get tested again in 3 months. So you'd be surprised how many stupid motherfuckers out there who think like that. Stay safe. Protect yourself. Be abstinent. Be abstinent. That's the only way. Not celibacy. Celibacy is bullshit. Somebody tell you they celibate, that's a bunch of bullshit. All that means is somebody hasn't come along that they want to get a pussy to, a woman, mainly. You know, they love to come up with that bullshit. Oh, I ain't celibate. No, celibacy is bullshit. Get the fuck out of my face with that. Abstinent. That's the only way to stay 100% safe. You know, lot of irresponsible behavior go on when it comes to sexual activity. People being promiscuous, fucking everybody they come across, you know, tricking, you know, going out buying pussy, you know, going to strip clubs, you know, licking all on them nasty bitches at the strip club and shit. Women, you too, going to the strip clubs, letting the men slap their dick all in your face, putting their dick all in your mouth, you know. A lot of bullshit, a lot of irresponsible behavior when it comes to sex nowadays. When these days we should be even more responsible. Because there's no, 20, 25 years and beforehand, we were a lot of ignorant. There's a lot of ignorant people walking around. We didn't know. We didn't know about a lot of shit. But now there's no excuse for that. We know. So there's no excuse to be stupid. No excuse. So that's all I want to say. That's all I want to say. Because I believe that in today's society, we are way too irresponsible, way too careless when it comes to sex. Everybody fucking each other. Everybody fucking everything. There's no boundaries. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. Nobody worrying about HIV. Oh, I take a cocktail, I'll be okay. Stupid motherfuckers. Nobody's being safe. A lot of motherfuckers equate being safe putting on a condom, or putting saran wrap around their pussy, when you eating it. A lot of motherfuckers think that. A lot of motherfuckers think you take a test every 3 months, 2 months, or a month. You're being safe. That's not being safe. That's not being safe. And again, I say, be tested. Get tested. That's responsible. But if you get tested and you're negative, okay. Cool. Let's stay negative. Be abstinent. Do not have sex before you get married. You don't know where that person has been. You notice I said you don't know where that person's. You notice I said that? For those of you who caught that, that's plural. For you ignorant motherfuckers. That's plural. That means that they've fucked multiple people. Fucked, past tense. Some of them fucking multiple people. That's present tense. Still doing it. So you don't know where they've been. You don't know where they are right now. You don't know who they fucked in the past. You don't know who they're fucking now. So the only way that you're going to stay 100% safe is abstinent. That's the only way. There's no other way. No condom, no test, no pulling out, no saran wrap, none of that bullshit. Abstinent. Don't have sex before you get married. Period. Period. And I know it's hard. Trust me, I do. Like I said before, for those of you that know me personally, and like I said, there's a lot of women in my life, from elementary teachers, junior high teachers, high school teachers, college professors, girls that I know now. There's a lot of them. If I had the chance, I would bend over. Yes, I would. I admit it. But at least I admit it. At least I'm trying. Give me a little effort. I'm not perfect. Never said I was. Nobody's perfect, but we have to try. That's the problem. Nobody's trying. Everybody's just doing, just fucking, just free willy out there. There's nobody trying to be responsible. You're going to slip every once in a while. You're going to fall down every once in a while. You're going to backslide every once in a while. Nobody's perfect. There was only one man that was perfect. One man. Nobody else is perfect. But if we try, that's all anyone can ask for. So I say again, when I ask the question, the only true way of avoiding STDs is abstinence. Not celibacy. Not waiting for somebody who you like to come along, then you fuck them. No. Abstinence. Not having sex until you get married. Not having sex until you get married. Period. That's the only way that you can prevent STDs. That's the only way that you can protect yourself. That's the only way that you can stay and be safe. It's the only way. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's show. And I'm going to visit this again. Maybe I get someone to interview again, maybe a gynecologist or something. I love gynecologists. Not because I love pussy. Well, I do love pussy, but it's because I think it's a very good profession. It is. Gynecologists they should be put on a very high pedestal. It's a very good profession. But I think I'm going to talk about this again to hit home. I'm talking to a gynecologist or a medical doctor on some of the things that they see in office. So, you can get a more of a visual of the consequences that happens when people get STDs. Because I think a lot of us, well, not me, but a lot of society has forgotten, and you get STD, that's serious. It's not a shot of penicillin anymore. That shit is serious. So, I'm going to revisit this again. So look out for that again, probably, later this year or early next year or something. But I will talk about this again because it's something that definitely needs to be hit home. Because I think a lot of society has definitely forgotten how to be sexually responsible. So, anyway. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Remember that the X and Y Show is now on the Power Media Network. You can go to powermedianetwork.com and find a lot of other podcasts, great podcasts that you can listen to. If you love listening to the X and Y Show, you'll definitely love all of the podcasts on the Power Media Network. There's some good ones on there. So take a look. Be sure to check it out. A lot of great podcasts. PowerMediaNetwork.com. Be sure to check it out. Also, the XY Show is on a lot of platforms for your listening pleasure. I broadcast from SpreakerNetwork.com. However, I am on Blueberry. I'm on iTunes. I'm on TuneIn. I'm on Google Play. And I'm on Stitcher. So be sure to listen to whatever platform is your favorite. Be sure to subscribe and follow, comment, and be sure to let me know how much you love me and love my shows, love my content. Also, I'm on social media. I'm on Tumblr, I'm on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So be sure to follow me on those as well. And so you can be sure to catch everything coming down the pipe about changes within the show or some type of special event. Now you can find all of that on my website, which is www.thexyshow.com. www.thexyshow.com. You find everything there, my social media, my platforms, as well as the X and Y store. You can buy an iPhone cover, Android cover, coffee mugs, t-shirts, all kind of stuff. A lot of other stuff coming down the pipe. So be sure to buy something from the store. Send me a picture and I'll show everyone how much of a true X and Y that you are. There's also a contact form where you can talk to me. You can let me know of any episodes or content that you would like to hear, any constructive criticisms, anything that you don't like about the show, anything you like about the show, anything. Just talk to me and I will definitely read those comments on the air if I can. And I hope that you use that avenue to talk to me. So I'll just say you love me. Just say hello. Whatever you want to say. Just get back to me and I really would appreciate it. With that being said, that concludes another week. And I want you all to remember, you cannot have love without X and Y. See you next week. Later.
You've been listening to The X and Y Show with your host, Roosevelt Colbert, the place where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. Join us next time. You can now put your clothes back on. Or not.